Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm painting Hyun. In today's video, we are going to be painting winter landscape and a red house. Especially we will learn how to create shadow of the trees. This is my simple sketch for the composition of the painting. And then we are going to use burnt sienna, burnt umber, a sort of red and bluish color to shadow for shadow. For the sketch, I'm using 2H pencil as always. I'm marking the 1/3 point of the paper for a good composition. And I will draw a tree at the upper 1/3 point. And here are a red tiny house. And here is big trees there. Okay, and I will draw a tree at the upper 1/3 point. And tiny branches here and there. And let's also draw the shadow with irregular shape. As the ground is uneven and the shadows don't have a consistent form, right? The ground covered snow. Okay, all right, let's try coloring now. First, with the paper, the uppers of the paper, and apply a light indigo as the first layer. And tilt the paper in different direction to achieve smooth blending of the colors. Then I'm mixing colors, yellow burnt sienna and yellow ochre. And I apply the mixture to the behind the trees. And now I'd like to make sky a little bit darker. So I'm trying to use darker indigo one more time. And for the trees. The paper still very much damp, so the colors will be spread nicely. I mixed indigo and burnt sienna, apply it to tree trunk. Yeah, there are a lot of water in the paper, so the trunk colors is spreaded sooner. So I remove the excess color with a paper towel. Next, we are going to draw tree trunks with burnt sienna mix dark brown. So apply pressure and release at the tip of the brush to draw the trunk, moving the brush softly from bottom to the top of the trunk. Okay, try doing it with the motion of applying pressure and then releasing your brush. I'm adding a little bit darker color on the trunk. For this trunk, we will be back and for some detail and adding some color. Next, I'm mixing a sort of orange and red for the tiny house. Since there is snow on the ground and it's winter, right? So we should use red and white. It will look beautiful and cool. Okay, we've finished red house. It's time to draw the shadow. The sunlight is coming from the top right hand side, so the shadow will be cast on the left lower part of the paper. So the shape of the shadow varies depending on the shape of the ground or the floor. Since we are painting with a snow-covered ground, so we should create it with an even and irregular shape. Also, one more thing to mention is that you don't have to draw the shadows very precisely. I mean, you'd better draw them slightly longer than the original tree and branches or some objects. Now I'm adding a little bit darker bluish, purplish blue, some color on the shadow. I'd like to draw the very tiny branches here and there. And I wanna splash for the small tiny trees for natural looking. Next, let's draw with or print with a sort of a brown using brush strokes softly. Look at that. Shoo, shoo. Yeah, moving, move your brush very quickly and softly. Next, we are going to add a darker value of blue to the branches and add also incorporate a bluish green into the leaves. I always aim to finish my paintings with a warm and natural and airy feel. Let's try creating the branches directions with some curves here and there. What do you think? It will look more natural, right? I'm touching it again with a darker value of brown and bluish brown to in this area, in these branches. And look at my brush strokes. When I'm drawing the branches, my brushes stroke is pressure and release. Apply with the pressure and release motion. Now I'm adding a little bit darker brown color on the trees and branches, tree trunks and branches. They actually needed a little bit darker value of the color, so I'm adding it for the branches and tree trunk. Next, we are going to add a touch of yellow to the behind the trees and add the snow-covered ground later on. It may enhance the warmer mood of the painting. Actually, this painting season is winter, so they are need little bit of the warmer feeling. So I'm adding yellowish color on the painting. And then let's tidy up here and there wherever you add it. So I'm adding little bit a bluish color on the ground. Actually, the lower part of the paper is a little bit simple, so I'm adding bluish color on there. Yeah, I'm working tied up here and there. However, there's no needed to overwork it. Frankly speaking, we don't know when the painting is finished, whether it's fixing the painting little by little, or adding some colors, or erasing a little bit of colors on the paper, painting on your painting. Anyways, we need to finish earlier than you might think. Okay, and let's carefully consider your painting and shadow of the object and proceed with the your painting, your drawing. Okay, I will splash colors for looking nature. I always enjoy with the splash technique on the painting. Then I will add reddish brown shade to create dried lips. Okay, lastly, we are going to splash a bit of blue on the paper here and there. I'm touching it again and tied up here and there. Okay, all right, we are all done with today's painting. Are you satisfied with your painting? How was drawing the shadow of the trees today? Leave your thought in the comment section below. And also, before you go, don't forget subscribe and hit the like button and leave comment. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.